space, planet Earth looks peaceful. But looks can be deceiving. Closer up, signs of life appear. And where there's life, there's death. Every minute of every day on planet Earth, battles are being fought. Battles for food. Battles for mates. Battles for turf. In some fights, raw power is the deciding factor. Sometimes it's speed. And sometimes, when the situation is desperate, extreme measures must be taken. A polar bear swims in Arctic waters, looking for food. A male like this one needs to eat about 1 seal a week to feed his massive, half-ton body. This bear hasn't eaten for days. He's hoping to find an unwary seal resting on a piece of ice. But everywhere he swims, the ice is empty. He's come to the end of the ice pack. If he doesn't find a meal soon, he'll die. There's prey in the area, but they're a lot more dangerous than a seal. A polar bear could feed on a walrus for a month, but first, he has to kill one. And that's not easy. In the Canadian Arctic, walruses who gave birth on the ice are now gathering on low-lying islands to nurse their young. Several hundred have congregated on this stony beach. Polar bears have a keen sense of smell, and this hungry hunter probably caught the scent of walrus from more than 20 miles away. The bear can't be happy about what he sees, because a walrus can weigh twice as much as a bear and is armed with tusks. Bears avoid them, except in desperate times. A sea fog shrouds the island. The walruses sense they're in danger. As the bear goes into stalking mode, the walruses take defensive measures, closing ranks around their young. He tests the barrier, but it stands firm. His best chance for a successful kill is to get at a pup, but they're all hidden behind a wall of blubber. He spots a female shielding her pup. If he can get her out of the way, he might be able to grab the youngster. But she barely seems to feel his claws and teeth through her thick hide. The herd has started a retreat to the water, where they'll be safe. The bear must move quickly. Another failure. The bear takes on an undersized female, trying to stay clear of her slashing tusks. In deep water, a bear is no match for a walrus. But in the shallows, he might stand a fighting chance of making a kill. Still, with each new assault, the bear risks getting another wound. And some of these blows landing. His last chance to eat today, and it slips away. As sunset falls that evening, the polar bear is feeling the effect of the multiple stab wounds he received that morning. He took a gamble and lost. Now, he can barely walk. Nearby, the walruses are calm again, certain the injured bear no longer poses a threat to them or their young. For this carnivore, the combination of blubber, thick skin, and tusks has been too much to overcome. Wounded and weak, he has seen his last hunt. The bear finds himself a place to rest and settles down for the final time. Further south, the tundra is greening. Summertime in the Arctic brings 24 hours of sunlight and a thawing, shifting landscape. It also brings the caribou, over 3 million of them, on a search for fresh pastures that can cover 3,000 miles. And where there's caribou, you'll also find the Arctic wolf. Wolves usually travel in packs of 8 to 10, but sometimes split up into smaller groups to locate prey. 2 of them have caught the scent of caribou and go to investigate. Newly born calves make an especially inviting target. Running alongside the herd, the wolves spot a vulnerable calf. Now, they'll try to separate it from the rest of the herd. A flanking maneuver isolates the calf. A caribou calf has enough speed to outrun a wolf in a straight line. But on the tundra, there are no straight lines. This is how one hunt ends. Victory for the predator with speed. But there are many other ways to catch swift prey. In Africa, lines of wildebeest are on the march, looking for fresh pastures and water. Like most herd animals on this continent, wildebeest on the move face danger from chase predators like lions and wild dogs. But when they get to water, they're vulnerable to another predatory tactic: the ambush. On the Serengeti Plains of Africa, a herd of thirsty wildebeest has been on the move since sunrise. Now, they're approaching water. And in this part of the continent, where there's a river, you'll find crocodiles. Nile crocodiles will eat almost anything, but wildebeest is one of their favorites. The crocs sense the thunderous arrival of the herd and slip into ambush mode.